bachcha.
ना कुछ आ रहा है सामने.
Are we live?
Can I start?
Hanji, sir. We can start. I think we are live now. Okay, so I've shared the link with you as well. Okay, so hi, good evening, everyone. I hope we are live. Hi, Amit. Hi, Alfaz. Hi, Arshad. Hi, everyone. Good evening. What system we'll discuss? So today, I have with me Dr. Aman Setiya, who doesn't need an introduction. You all know him very well. So today's session is all about the FMG exam that has been like postponed, and it is good for some, not good for many. People have accepted it, people have rejected it, but anyhow, the exam is on the same date. It has been postponed now. So 20th January. So today, me and Amar sir, we are just going to discuss a few important points which will be very, very beneficial for all of you in your upcoming exam. Okay, so I would request Aman sir, you to please start and guide student what all they should do in the time period that is available. I think almost close to 40 days. So it is almost like on 40th day, we are going to have the exam starting from today. So I would request you please guide the students on what all should be done in these 40 days.
Good evening, all of them. So I know you are a bit tensed or stressed because exam is near. And like when something is postponed, so we feel like not studying anything. So what is my piece of advice to you is just believe in yourself. These days have been postponed just for you. So try to gear up once again, like almost 40 days are left in these 40 days. Last 10 days, what you can do is you can study something new. But last 30 days, keep them reserved for your revision. So do not study any new thing, because like what I always say, single source, multiple revision is more important than multiple source and single revision. So most of the students who could not clear the exam, they always say same thing, like we could not revise, we could not revise. So remember, repetition, revision is the key to success. So now you should be knowing like which subject is your weak zone, which is your strong zone. So try to give more focus on the subject which are high yield, like most they are giving next type of pattern. So I hope the exam will have more clinical oriented questions, like there will be more questions on medicine, surgery, gynecology, pediatrics, orthopedics, radiology. So these subjects are more important than pre or paraclinical. This is my an instinct about this exam. So you can ask your queries. So we will be glad to sort out your queries if you have any.
So just to add on, sir, what you just said. So guys, those who are going for the exam, for the FMG exam, sir, very, very clearly said, like what Dr. Aman just said, that there is a huge possibility of the exam being a kind of clinically oriented one. But I don't think that there is any need to get panicked about it, because most of the things have been like the ones which you routinely see, which you routinely hear all around you in your daily life. For example, if you have been like doing some clinical posting somewhere, if you have been joining somebody in your family who has been a doctor, so all the things that you see clinically in the patients, the one liners, they are the questionnaires which are usually asked. If you just observe any of your previous year questions, then you will also see that it's the same thing, right? So no, not to get panicked at this moment will be the key, which I believe. Not to get like apprehensive that exam is postponed, I'm losing my concentration, I'm losing my patience. That is the only thing that you need at right now. Just hold on, just hold on. This time will also pass. And one very good saying is there, practicing 100 moves one time, it's not good as practicing that one move 100 times. So if you're good with one thing, one of your notes, just focus on your notes. Don't try to indulge into so many other things that I've got like another 30 days, 40 days with me. So I'll be reading this notes also, those notes also, my friends' notes also, other institute notes also. Don't do that. Just believe on what you are having and what you have already prepared. So just revise them again and again. Do the previous year questions. Okay. In the Itesham Nasir. Yes, you can very well get the notes wherever you want. The whole world. The DBMCI is spreading the wings everywhere across the globe. So we are available everywhere in every country of the this world. So you can very well order the notes, and my team will be like connecting with you. You can just drop your number, you can just drop your mail ID. So or you can just connect on our student support. So they will be glad to help you out. So coming back to the point that not getting apprehensive will be the key right now. That's what I believe. I have got like so many messages that connect to the FMG student who are little apprehensive. Sir, 40 days. I was prepared for the exam on this date, and I thought my preparation was like complete. So please keep this point in your mind that preparations are never complete. You cannot read all the 19 subjects for any of your exam in your life completely. It is practically impossible. No, we have been teaching. I have been teaching orthopedics. Aman sir has been teaching medicine and so many other subjects as well for long. But I can tell with surety that we still have not been able to complete orthopedics or medicine, because medical science is an ever evolving thing. It will keep on growing. So you have to focus on what is important for that exam: one-liners, clinically oriented topics, images, examination points, and not to get panicked. That is the whole idea. Okay. Now about this FMG exam, once it is postponed, so we had a like discussion with Aman sir also, and with most of the students who were approaching us, that how we should be on the track. Now to keep us on the track, we have got a plan for us. And Aman sir, if you can please show. So we have already announced a test series. It is a subject-wise test series, which every student can join. The FMG exam student, they can join. It's free of cost for everybody. And you can see on Aman sir's like background that FMG 2022 Revision Test Series, it has been launched to target this 2023 January exam, and it has already started. I believe 2 subjects are already done. So next exam, the previous this we are having tomorrow, is of pathology. So MCQs are there. And you can see after pathology, we are having the exam on 16th, that is of pharmacology, and then on 19th, ophthalmology, and then 22nd, PSM. After these 4 subjects, we are having the grand test too. So what we have planned is all the subjects that you are doing all the time, or after some number of subjects, like 3 subjects or 4 subjects are done, you should also go through the grand test. And you see the number of questions in the grand test is going to be 300. So if the most important 50 questionnaires of medicine, of surgery, of gynae, of anesthesia, of ortho, all the subjects you're doing, and then you're doing the this grand test, I think that is going to benefit you a lot, because we have taken utmost care to get the most important questions, the previous year topics asked, the previous year question asked in these exams. Okay, so that is one thing which I wanted to announce for all of you, and let me tell you that that's absolutely free for all. Everybody, wherever you are, whichever institute you belong to, you can just join the test series and see where you stand today. Okay, that is number one. Second thing I would like to recommend to all of you is that we are also having a all India FMGE mock test series. It is again free for all. It is going to be a replica of your FMG exam that we are going to have on 20th of Jan. And this will be done on 9th of January, 10 a.m. So how to attempt this test? You don't have to do anything special. You just have to download the eGurukul app, and on 9th of January 2023, on 9 Jan, your FMG section will be showing you this particular exam, that is your All India FMG mock test. In case you find any difficulty in attempting this test, in case you find any difficulty in downloading or going to this particular section, you can very well connect with our student support, the numbers for which are there in the chat section. So team, if you can please put up your numbers, the mail ID, the contact support in the chat section, that would be good. Okay, so that is one thing I wanted to say. So I would just recommend that all of you must give this All India mock test. It will keep you, it is not there to tell you the rank. It is still, you all know that FMG exam is not a rank securing, exam. It's a qualifying exam. So once you secure your qualifying marks, you are through on the other part. So do give this exam, do download the eGurukul app, stay tuned to the informations and everything. And for the other one, the test series that I was telling you about, for that, my team has already floated the Google form link. Just fill in the Google form and you will be allotted the test. So I believe almost we announced this test series like some 7-8 days back. And right now, almost close to 1,800 students have already, if I'm not wrong with the numbers, I'm right now not updated, but I'm telling you the status of like 2 days back or 3 days back. So it is already 1,800 something students are already giving the exam. So you too can be a part of it. Just download this, fill the form, and you will be allotted the test. So you have to download it today itself so that you can give the test of pathology tomorrow on 13th of December. Sir, the question is there for you. How many revision in the last 40 days? What do you suggest?
Okay, so my suggestion is like something what is an art called preview. Like we all have been through these stages where you are now. So syllabus is never going to finish. So what is your strategy should be, first just go through your notebook once. That is called preview. So first see the trailer, means what you have written in your notebook. Then suppose like I can say if you have decided like I will finish medicine in 4 days. Though many of the students, what they think is like in 4 days, it's very difficult to finish it. So they have a guilt. So they have finished suppose cardiology, endocrine, neurology, and some topics are still left. Then next topic is coming or next subject is coming. So that is happening to everyone. Just make a plan. And what I'm telling is at least go scroll your notebook once, because sometimes like there is a visual memory which is created in your brain. Like we have given many exams, even Sushil sir have given many exams. So what we assume is sometimes we don't know the answer, but we know something like this is written in my copy with the right in the right side with a red color pen. So that is a visual memory because you already have options in exam and there is no negative marking. That is the beauty of this exam. So that is something called you should actually, like some student they ask me like which subject to leave. The answer is none. You should not leave any single subject. So just make sure at least you have previewed, you have gone through once all subject. Okay, then if I ask you which subject to focus more, most important subject. So again, like I tell you before, medicine, surgery, gynae, and pediatrics. These are the major subjects which are, I think, in my opinion, which are going to change the game. After this, you should be focusing on other clinical subjects like orthopedics, radiology, psychiatry, dermatology. Then remember something like students say preclinical subjects, are they important or not? Now see, if you talk me like in medicine, there are 30 to 40 questions in exam. There will be 5 to 7 questions that will be always new. So they may be twisted, they may be new, but in like anatomy, biochemistry, microbiology, these are 17 marks each. And from many years, there is no change in these subjects. So that's why I focus also on anatomy, microbiology, and biochemistry. Okay, you have studied medicine from so many teachers. Okay, that is thanks to you. But remember, now you have to focus on only one notes.
And who says
I
that
have
Dr.
studied.
Aman Setiya is underrated? He's not at all underrated. We know the worth and he's there with you live on the channel. So it's not at all. No teacher is underrated. Everybody is perfect. And we have like Dr. Aman with us. And we are very, very glad that he's a part of our team now. And not at all. He's definitely one of the gems that we have. Sir, your comment on PSM, you said so many subjects.
Okay,
There is a
PSM,
comment
like,
about
sir, I
PSM.
would say like PSM is a subject which is changing. So what I think is PSM, like even when I have studied in my PG preparation for PSM, there are always some new things in exam. So what are some hot topics in PSM like PQLI, HDI, types of prevention? These are the topics like some day question they ask from like what are the toxins which affect human bodies, infertility topics. So these are those contraception. These topics are going to repeat, but there are some new things in PSM that will always come. So that is, I have seen many students, they keep on revising PSM, but when they go into exam, they see many new things.
Yeah.
So PSM will be something new always. That is a reality. So what is my suggestion is like in last 40 days, just don't change the notes. Like there are rumors in the market, like this coaching, this teacher is best, we should study from that or we should study from that. But remember, whatever you have studied, even if you have studied like from DBMCI or for anywhere, this is for everyone. So whatever you have studied, now it's time to revise those. Do not change the teacher, do not change your copy. So your first priority will be your own handwritten notes, which are pure gold.
Sir, I always say the best books in the world are written by the author himself, isn't it? So when I write a book, that is the best book, because I know, as per my knowledge, I have written everything in my book which is required for the students. So as a student, when you are taking the notes, that means you are the author of those notes and you have written the best thing. So revise them again and again, and don't forget to just mark the previous year questionnaires, previous topics in them, and just see the changing trend. As Dr. Aman said, the trend is changing and PSM keeps on evolving, PSM keeps on changing. What is not changing is anatomy, micro, biochem, they're not changing. So when something is not changing, it's good for you. You know the most important topic, if you prepare all of them 100% accurately, for sure, 99.99% with accuracy, you are going to mark the correct answer. PSM is an evolving thing, so you'll have to give a lot of more effort. But the game changers, as he said, are the other 7 subjects that he have marked already: the clinical subject, ortho, radio, derma, psychiatry, like that. And the bigger ones, obviously, medicine, surgery, gynepedia, these are the ones. So don't change the strategy. Don't change the notes right now. It's not at all a good idea. Whatever is going on is perfect. Okay, so I think, sir, medicine में आपका वीडियो कहाँ मिलेगा?
It is available in DBMCI rapid revision में available है.
Okay. So Amit, you can just see the DBMCI rapid revision program, and it is very much there. Aman sir's video is there. Okay. So, sir, if I have this message that if I leave a subject, is it a good idea to leave a short subject?
No, sir. Each subject, now sometimes understand this thing, like there are some overlapping topics. So for example, I can say, suppose if you get a question on dementia. So dementia is a topic where a psychiatry teacher will tell that is his MCQ. I also teach dementia in medicine. Dementia, some memory based question they can ask you, like down the types of memory, that also become a physiology question. So these are overlapping topics. So you should not leave, like in orthopedics also, sir, many questions are overlapped with anatomy.
Yes, absolutely.
There are many tumors which will study in orthopedics and pathology as well as in medicine. So that is why there is value of each subject. So
Yes.
do not leave any single subject. For short subject, what you can do is at least read the notes. So at least notes reading is very, very important. So do not leave a single subject. That should be your first priority. कोई subject छोड़ के नहीं जाना. You have to at least scroll pages of all the subject. This is like a common mistake which every student make. Like we leave psychiatry 5 questions, we leave dermatology 4 questions in exam. But sometime when you read like psychiatry notes, you may solve some medicine question. Even while reading dermatology question, you can solve some other subject questions. So that is why you should not leave any single subject. Just remember something like अब ऐसा पढ़ना है, there should be study, like there should be no regret. At least like some student like just asked me, like after postponement मन नहीं लग रहा है, I can't focus, right? So that is a scenario which many students are asking me कि जब से exam postponed हुआ है, we can't focus, we can't properly concentrate. So that is understand you have no other choice. When exam is postponed, so you have to study in a similar way. Just nothing. I am telling you to study 10 hours a day. That's it. Not less than this, not more than this. 10 hours a day you have to study, and study this without your mobile phone or any other distraction in your brain. So keep studying like this. If you are not feeling good, talk to your parents, talk to your teachers, talk to the person who can motivate you. But remember, you have no other option. So like medical media, I think this is the answer for your question. Any other doubts you can ask, guys?
Okay. Ortho content is excellent. Thank you so much for the kind words. So now we have done. Okay. So now what we want from you is we have done our job, and now it is your time to show us that what all you have got. Okay. So we are expecting that each one of you who is preparing for the exam, going for the exam, should go through, and we are waiting to hear from you. Exam do, pass ho, or aa jao वापस, and don't ever get demotivated. 40 days hai. Just think it as an opportunity to improvise. Whatever subject was weak, जो भी खराब था subject, उसको improve करते हैं, उसको बेहतर करते हैं. Okay, so just be consistent. I always say, like, if you improvise yourself 1% each day, isn't it? 1%, just 8% to improve kar hi sakte hai na. So 1% per day, you have got 40 days. In 40 days, you will be like 40% improved version of yourself. So that's a big time you have. So jo bhi subject aapka weak tha, work on it. And if it is medicine, go on for it. If it is ortho, if it is pedia, if it is short or bigger one, whatever subject it is, accept it. Ki ye subject mera weak hai. As a student, the biggest flaw that I found in most of us is we are not ready to accept that this is subject which I'm weak in. So if you're weak in, accept it. Where is the problem? Accept it and improvise it. Until unless you accept your weakness, you cannot improvise it. Right? So, yeah. So, okay. You are getting mock में 160, 170 आ रहा है, क्या करें? Amit, I would say that you should improvise your score further. Whatever question you are marking wrong in the exam, just see what topic it belongs to. The topic belongs to what subject, and then go in a retrograde manner and see if the topic is clear to your know. See, there are two kind of things. Always in any of the subject you see, there are two kind of topics. One is a factual one is a conceptual one, and most of the concepts, they are coming from certain facts. Okay, so factual question गलत हो रहा है कि conceptual गलत हो रहा है? Conceptual गलत हो रहा है तो पूरा topic आपको पढ़ने की जरूरत है. If it is a factual part, every student is brilliant over here, and they have got their own way of making some mnemonics, making some ways of revising it, image based. कुछ दीवारों पे लिख लेंगे, कुछ पोस्टर चिपका लेंगे, कुछ और mnemonic बना लेंगे, like that. So just analyze. So improvise तो करना है. 160, 170 है, इसको ऊपर लेके जाओ. अभी तो 40 days है, बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो, बहुत आराम से. Sir, there is a question about a mock test का review pending रह जा रहा है कभी-कभी, क्या करें? Jagmohan asked it.
देखो mock test, suppose whenever you are giving any mock test, so in mock test this is like to understand where you stand. Means आपको पता चलेगा कि what is your actual standing. So these tests are just to give you an idea. Even if you are getting low score in mock test, just don't get underconfident. Try to improve. If you are getting a high score in mock test, then don't be overconfident. So remember, mock tests, these are just to assess yourself. These are not your to improve you. So basically these mock tests will help to improve you better. So like at least I can say like some fear of exam will be relieved if you practice more and more mock test.
Mishti is saying कि sir 16th के बाद कुछ नहीं पढ़ा. पहले अच्छे से मार्क्स आते थे, बट अभी कुछ याद ही नहीं आ रहा है, कोई पढ़ाई भी नहीं हो रही है, मन भी नहीं हो रहा है. What to do?
अब ऐसे में क्या करोगे आप? ऐसे में देखो, जब नहीं मन लग रहा है तो फिर भी जो सब्जेक्ट आपका फेवरेट है उससे स्टार्ट करो। स्टार्ट विद द सब्जेक्ट विच यू लाइक। और कुछ घंटे, 1 घंटे 2 घंटे या एक दिन ऐसा करने के बाद फिर वो सब्जेक्ट पकड़ो जिससे आपको डर लग रहा है, जो नहीं आता है। सो पूरा दिन वेस्ट नहीं करना है अमित, बिकॉज रिमेंबर टाइम इज मनी। अभी ये सोच के चलो जो एग्जाम पोस्टपोन हुआ है वो सिर्फ तुम्हारे लिए हुआ है। दिस इज ओनली फॉर यू।
Yes, absolutely.
अब तो पास होना बनता है।
Mishti, I would recommend you something. See, whenever you feel like ना, जब भी किसी को, it's a very basic principle in life. Whenever you feel like कि मुझे नहीं करना है, so remember the day why you started it. Okay, you didn't spend 5 years, 6 years, 5.5 years, 4.5 years just to say one day कि मुझे नहीं करना है. Okay, नहीं करना था तो हमने इतना टाइम क्यों दिया? Investment, that investment of the time period of your life that you have done, this is the time to get the return. And believe me, my friends, this is the best investment you have done. So investment is already done, and now it is the time to get the return, and it's all up to you how much return you want from it. Okay, so अगर मन नहीं है पढ़ाई का, अगर genuinely सोचा है कि कुछ करना ही नहीं है, फिर तो आप कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते. That's an honest opinion. आपने सोच लिया मुझे पढ़ना नहीं है, पास ही नहीं होना, तो फिर कुछ नहीं कर सकते. But if you have that focus to why I started, what I wanted to achieve, what is my aim in my life, then just sit on the chair. बैठ जाओ कुर्सी पे. पढ़ने का मन नहीं है ना, कोई बात नहीं. मेक अ शेड्यूल कि 9 से 12 कुर्सी से उठना ही नहीं है, बैठे रहो. कहीं ना कहीं जाके your mind will be defeated and you will be forced to open up some notebook, some pads, some maybe booklets, something. You'll have to open it up. कहीं ना कहीं जाके वो दिमाग हार जाएगा, वो पोर्शन हार जाएगा दिमाग का, which is like telling you that I don't want to study. So just make your schedule कि 9 से 12 कुर्सी पे बैठना है, टेबल पे होना है, सामने किताबें होनी चाहिए. बस बंद किताबें हैं, doesn't matter. Keep on sitting. At some point of time, maybe on day 1, maybe on day 2, maybe on day 3, that part of brain will be defeated and you will definitely open up your notes. Number 1. Second is that you are hi boss. So we have Dr. Ashwani also watching us. That's so like nice that you are sparing time to watch us, boss. Good evening to you. Mock देने के बाद if you are getting depressed, Amit, it is not the time to get depressed. If you lose a match, you never go to a World Cup without going for Ranjis or without going for the local level exams. You never ever go to no player has ever gone into the World Cup. You all know that, no? People might be liking football, people might be liking cricket, whatever game no player is selected, whether it's a 11-member team or some extras. No member is selected directly into the World Cup. All the time you get some defeats, all the time you get some wins, and whatever and whosoever wins is like the game changer. Everybody says now whenever India loses a game, you are missed Mahi. So everybody is remembering Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Why? Because he's just another player, but what he has is the patience. If he loses, he's the one. You might have read this, no? Whenever, if you have observed this, whenever India got a defeat, it was him who used to come to the reporters to face the media. And whenever the country wins, whenever India wins, it is somebody else who is coming to give a bite to the media. So it is all about how you take the things, how you take the stress. So if you are going low in the mock, there is no time to get depressed. It is a time to improvise yourself, just to assess. Mock is just like your Ranji match. You have lost it, just figure out like what part was missing, what part was like lacking, why I missed it here and why I lost it here. So these losses, anyone who is first step to get success is to realize that you're failing sometime. When you fail, you know the reason for failures, and those things will not be repeated in the exam when you give the exam. तो जब एग्जाम देने जाओगे ना, तो उस टाइम पे यही सब मिस्टेक सामने आएंगी. ये मैंने मिस्टेक की थी तो मेरा मॉक के अंदर आंसर गलत था, so I don't have to repeat it here. So just keep or think of the mock as your steps to success. The more you improvise, the more you give your exams, it will be good for you. Okay, so just improvise it. That is what I always believe in, and that is what I tell all my students, all my colleagues, everybody who's around me, that we should keep on working. We have a focus, we have an aim. It's not like that I am just trying for multiple things. No, it's not like that. I have an aim and I have that focus, and I'm going to do it by hook or by crook. I have to do it. So these mocks, they cannot demotivate me. These are just telling me that, boss, you're weak here, please work here. So they are my friends, they are my helpers who want me to improvise. Okay, so sir, question for you. how to recall pathology after full reading?
Now, see, understand this. Whenever you want to recall any subject, the simple thing is try to revise this. So, what science says, 7 revisions are the best. But if you can't revise a thing 7 times, at least revise this for 3 times. So, the more you study, like in pathology, some genetics part, some tumor marker, these are some complex topics where we need a little bit of rectification or memory based topic. So, those things you can ask each other. You can read once or twice or thrice, then that will be done. So that way you can recall. Okay, for short subject only PYQ topic is enough. No, your complete notes you should have. I told you once again, like you have to read. There may be some new questions in exam. Like since 2014 to 2018, the paper was different. I mean, from 2018 to 2000 now 22, you can see the paper of FMG exam is totally different. There are always 50 to 80 new questions, which so you cannot totally depend on previous year questions. So just we as a teacher, what we do is we think in this way, there can be some possible new questions in exam. So like in INI-CET paper this time, many new questions came, but these were from the class notes. So do not solely depend on PYQs.
So Jagmohan is having one query. I got 200 plus in different platforms in the mock, but mind में ऐसा रहता है कि marks कम है.
जगमोहन, ऐसे सोचना का मतलब नहीं है अच्छे मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, जस्ट इसको पेस को कंटिन्यू रखना है. Just continue with this pace.
And I would say, Jagmohan, Jai Mohan sir. So I would say, like, my funda of life is always be hungry and always be greedy. Now, greedy for what and hungry for what? So basically, when you are getting 200, no, keep on improvising it, keep on improvising, and still see why the 100 marks were getting deducted. So when you are hungry, then only you understand the need of something. When you are greedy, then only you want to achieve up something. Okay, so that is the whole idea. So you should know, you should always be hungry for improvising yourself. You should always be hungry for those rest 100 questions which you have marked wrong. Okay, so now if you're greedy means what? That I will take everything. I'll not settle for 200. That is what I believe in. So when you plan to get some 300, obviously it's a practical thing that nobody can get a like 300, because all the time it is very difficult to remember everything. If you get 300, that's fantastic, nothing like that. But if you don't get it, that is even not my aim. My aim is just to qualify and move on. It's just another exam. It cannot test your intelligence, right? It cannot test that what all qualities you have, maybe as a leader, maybe as a doctor, maybe as like an entrepreneur. No. So this is just another exam. So all the time, try to improvise yourself. That is what I would like to say. Any tips to remember genetics, sir? Question for you.
In genetics, like mostly question they ask in exam is like about what disease is having which mode of inheritance. So like you can summarize or write in a paper, or we can give it to you like in a simple flow chart, like which disorder is autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, X-linked dominant, X-linked recessive. So mostly they ask either one liner, like sickle cell anemia is having which type of inheritance, so this will be autosomal recessive, or they ask second type of question is all are autosomal dominant except. So very rarely they ask pedigree analysis in your exam. So that genetics table means which disorder is having which mode of inheritance, that is most important to you. So that you need to study. That should be your primary focus.
Yes. So seeing you getting positive Mishti is a good sign. And always remember, guys, medicos are always the best. I always tell everyone, wherever a general person, a normal layman stops thinking, from that process, we start thinking. Because our life in the medical period, it starts from the dead body itself, the cadaver. So our first teacher has been the cadaver. You all have seen that, right? So our thought process starts from the death, of a person, the first teacher we have. So we are very, very much privileged to be into this profession. So whenever you feel down, whenever you feel low, just think of it, why we started. What was my aim, right? And you will definitely start getting the lights and the directions where you want to move on. Okay. So just don't think about the results. No, don't never ever think about the results, that what will be the result, will I pass, will I fail. Just see what you are doing today. Make your task for the day, that if I am wrong, like this Jaymon said that I'm getting 200, so why you are not getting 250, why the other 100 are wrong. So just keep on improvising yourself every day, and believe me, if you just keep on doing the things every day, right manner, the result will always be in your favor. So we should never do a work thinking about the result. We should always do the work to achieve the aim. Aim achievement is very easy provided the steps being done are correct and in the right direction. And obviously, consistency is what matters. So it is not about always being like a hard work. It is always about a smart work. If you're reading out of 24 hours, you are studying for 22 hours, doesn't make a sense. If you're having that much of caliber, fantastic. But it is not always about a hard work. It is always about a smart work. So you should know, like Dr. Aman said, the multiple topics from where questions are being asked. From genetics, there is a limited list. From PSM, things are evolving. From anatomy, micro, biochem, the things are consistently same. So if the subject is same, you should be more focused on that. So you have to be like more intelligent enough to understand what is like very important for me, what is somewhat important for me, or what is not that important for me. So just take it as a simple exam. It is not a question of life or death. It's just an exam. Okay. And you can easily qualify that, provided you keep, cool and calm here. This is the 6-inch area, 7-inch area, 8-inch area, from where every game in this world, every war of the world can be easily won. So if you're winning here in this area of yours, you're already a winner. That's what I have to say. Okay. So sir, any last point? So guys, from my side, I would just end by saying that if you want to assess yourself, we have got an all India free mock test. So please enroll for that, and you can just download the eGurukul app. And for the subject-wise test series, that is also free for all. So you can fill the Google form, which has been already there. And that's all from my side. Sir, you have there is a question for you. I have solved your TND, got 57 out of 70. Am my medicine ready?
So Zaim, medicine is something like which may change. You have solved that paper previously when you have gone through your notes once, right? So if you are getting 57 out of 70, that is a good score, not a bad score. But do revise medicine once or twice before your examination. So you are almost ready. You need to have the same pace.
Last question also we have, sir. If you can take that.
Okay. A problem, I gave GT, but score is so bad. What should I do? Just remember, Dr. X, this is your chance to improve yourself. Now, see, you have more than a month now. Still there is more than a month, and even if you give like 1 day to each subject, you can finish easily. So remember, still huge time is left. So this is the only exam which is giving you permission to make 150 mistakes of your life. Think in this way. Here you are allowed to make 150 mistakes. 150 क्वेश्चन सही नहीं करने, 150 गलतियां कर सकते हो. No exam in the world will allow you to do this. So that is the best thing about this exam. Here you are allowed to make 150 mistakes. So that is why I think in a positive attitude, like 150 गलतियां करोगे तो भी पास हो जाओगे.
This is something very, very positive you have said, boss. So as I said, if you're getting like GT's poor scores, just see the questions which are doing wrong, why you're doing them wrong. Is the concept not clear or is the fact not clear? Work on it and give the another GT and see again. If you feel any difficulty, faculties are there. You can tag our faculties in the group. If you are with us or wherever you are studying, just be in touch with the faculties and they will be guiding you for the same. Okay. So I think we have conveyed all what we wanted to tell you guys. So on behalf of the all faculties, all DBMCI family, I wish you all the very, very best for your exam. And I do assure you that if you need any kind of academic assistance for your FMG exam, we are there for you anytime required. Okay. So just stay consistent, stay calm, stay cool, and don't forget why we started. And aim will be surely, you have the aim that is in front of you, and you all are surely going to achieve it. So all the very, very best from my side. Sir, over to you.
So my final piece of advice is, it is nothing. It is just don't compare yourself with others. It's totally you versus you. So like in final moment, everybody, we have some sort of depression. Like one of the students asked how to manage relationship during exam. So understand this. These are the things which you need to handle on your own. So whether like if you want to give her or him a time, so make a fixed time for that, and he or she will definitely understand. Is it clear? So it's the time you have to manage everything, but your primary target, your first target is this exam. Because I have seen people, they compare with others, they compare teachers note, they compare themselves with some others. So remember, it's not you with anyone, it's you versus you. You have to become a better version of yourself. That is what you should keep in mind. And remember, the once you clear this exam, this will be the happiest moment of your life. So next time, what I want to show is, I don't want to see your face in FMG classes. Next time we will meet either in some medical college or in a PG college or in some hospital or in DBMCI PG classes. So next time, I wish me and Sushil sir will see you in some hospital, not in FMG classes.
100%, sir. So all the very, very best to you guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Get back on track, get back to studies, and all the very best. Thank you so much, everyone.
What's that?
बंद कर दिया ना?
Back to studies and all the very best. Thank you so much, everyone.
मेन बात है ना, मैसेज आपको लिखने वाला नहीं है, नहीं तो फिर मैं क्या होगा कि मतलब यहाँ से इतना प्रोजेक्ट नहीं लिखना कि आपको सुनाई ना जो स्टेज